Hey guys.
Hi.
My name's Shaunnan.
I'm Faith.
And this is our van, Windy.
Been traveling for about 5 months. Living part-time right now. Hopefully we'll be going out west and yeah.
So this is the kitchen right here. We have a nice big round sink for lots of dishes. We went with a big sink because we have like a big cast iron skillet and like big pots and stuff, and I didn't want to have like a tiny sink trying to maneuver it around in there. And so I wanted the sink to be comfortable to use. We're vegan, so we cook pretty much every single meal inside of the van. We rarely go out to eat. So a big kitchen was a big priority for us. So we have 30 gallons of fresh water. And then we have like a 7-gallon gray water tank. That's just like a standard jerry can that you can just dump wherever is appropriate. We can go for about 3 or 4 days on the water tank. On average, we could stretch that way further if we wanted to. If we were conservative, we could probably go for like 9-10 days if we were like really watching our water consumption. But for the most part, like if we take a shower, you know, we're doing a lot of dishes, we're not being super careful with the water, it's about 4 days, I guess. So this is where we keep just our utensils, some hand towels and stuff. And this is more of like the tools section, you know, pizza cutter, nutcracker, measuring cups, that good stuff. Our cutting board we slide in right there. This is a compartment that you can pull off and access all the plumbing right there. And this is the freshwater tank, and it's all built into this one cabinet, so I can pretty much remove everything, and it's kind of modular, and I can work on individual things. So it's not like I gotta tear everything out just to fix like one little thing in here. We have the 2-burner Camp Chef oven with a little oven here. You gotta have that for pizzas and stuff. Our only complaint with the oven is it's hard to regulate. You know, it's pretty much on or off. So you kind of just have to watch the temperature, and if it starts to get too hot, you just cut it off and maybe open the door. But as long as you're kind of managing it, cook pretty much anything. So this is just one of our mini spaces that we store food in. We just wanted to keep it open so you could kind of fit a whole bunch of stuff in there if need be. We typically can carry like well over a week's worth of food with us. And then we used a bungee cord to keep everything up there snug. This is the other side of the kitchen. A very important coffee grinder right there. This is a big drawer with all of our pots and pans. It's really deep, so it holds like a big pot, cast iron skillet. We also store more food in there. We have the Dometic dual zone fridge. It's a 75 quart. One size refrigerator, one side's the freezer. It just slides in and then latches right here with a grenade pin latch. I love how close everything is. You know, like you can just work along, cook your meal, and you don't have to walk across the kitchen to go get something. It's all right here. I like that we have plenty of counter space right here, and this section right here is really nice. I think both of us were already like leaning towards minimalism. We'd already gotten rid of a lot of our things. It's just kind of the lifestyle we were transitioning into regardless. And so like the van was pretty simple as far as like going from like a regular house into the van.
Biggest transition for me was really realizing what I needed to live life. Did live out of a backpack for a little bit, so I knew I didn't need much, but then having all this space to fill up, I brought a lot of things with me, and then realized after our first 2-3 month trip that I really didn't need that either, and got rid of a lot of stuff and just got down to the bare necessities. It made everything like less cluttered, in not only the physical but in the mental aspect as well, and that was the best thing that could have happened.
So this is the closet right here. We kind of got it like locker style, so we have a mirror right here and our toothbrushes and everything for morning and evening. Just like a regular drawer systems for Faith stuff. Some extra food storage, because you know, you're always storing food wherever you can. towels and stuff up top, and then we typically have a lot of backpacking gear up here. That's normally what this one's is stored for, and then hanging clothes. And then down here is our battery and just kind of like tool shed garage area. We use the Yeti 3000X by Gold Zero. I love it. It's all simple, kind of plug and play. It's got the solar charge controller built in. It's got the inverter built in. It's got USB ports, 12 volt. It was just a pretty simple setup for us to just throw the battery in there, plug in the solar panels, and plug up all of our appliances and things and rock out. And then I have just a bunch of tools and ins and outs to, you know, make any repairs on the way. So this is our bathroom. We just use a cashew jar to go number 1 in, and then we have just a composting bucket for number 2. We only use it for emergencies. It's all self-contained. It doesn't vent or anything. So you got to make sure that it's dry when you're done using it. But we don't use it very often. Typically we go out in the woods, dig a cat hole, or, you know, we're in public spaces and we, you know, use the bathroom in public bathroom. So that's the bathroom, and just more storage in the back. And then we have a Mr. Buddy propane heater behind the toilet. So this is the couch / bed. It's a 3-inch latex mattress. It's actually not cut or anything. It just folds up like this. That was important for me because when you have a seam running lengthwise like that, you'll kind of like fall into the seam, and it's super uncomfortable. And it folds out into a full-size couch, comes all the way to here. And then we have storage underneath. It's like another kind of garage area. We used to have our paddleboard paddles in here, camping chairs, more backpacking gear, just whatever we can't fit somewhere else. It's like a long storage space that we can store all kinds of stuff in. And then there's just bungee cords holding things out. And this is kind of what we call the bar area. It's just kind of a great catch-all space. We can work here. We can sit on the couch, watch a movie, or watch the view outside. This slides out into like a table or a workspace or whatever. And underneath here was just kind of an organic space that we can put books or, you know, car keys, wallet, whatever we need can fit in there. This is a box for the wheel well. It just covers everything up. We typically will put our shoes up top there and store, like my camera gear goes right here in this backpack. Originally I wanted the bed to be widthwise in the van. But unfortunately I'm 5'11", and before the van was even built out, the walls were 5'11", so it just wasn't gonna happen. In hindsight, I might would have done a ProMaster van, so I could have done the lengthwise, or widthwise, excuse me, bed setup, but in the end, I love this setup. It works great. So this is our storage up above. We both have our own cabinets for clothes and stuff. It gives us lots of space up here. We don't even hardly use some of it. And a lot of all the drawer faces and all the cabinet doors are pallet wood, reclaimed pallet wood. And then I keep my laptop and, you know, other electronics up in there. So we have the Max Air fan, and these are T-vent windows, so we open these up at night or whenever we want to ventilate, and we turn on the fan up there, and it kind of pulls cool air through. And that's kind of our air conditioning. And of course, opening up the back doors and the side door. We have an on-demand hot water heater, propane hot water heater. It's the EcoTemp L5. And this is the propane locker for the hot water heater. So this tank is directly connected to the hot water heater. And then these are the 1-pound cylinders for the stove. I just store them all in here because this is completely sealed up and it vents down into the bottom in case there was ever a leak due to altitude change while you're driving. Whenever these are empty, I have a refill adapter, so I just refill those 1-pound containers, and all I ever have to buy is this, which is much cheaper. So our Gold Zero has an inverter built in, and we have a plug right here that we can charge our laptops or phones right here while we're working. And we also have another, just like a regular extension cord that goes to the battery right here to plug in the appliances, the blender and things like that.
We always get the question like, does anything move like when you guys are driving? And yes, sometimes, but our secret is putty. We get this stick putty. We have some white and we have some blue that literally keeps everything in place. It's literally magic. So if you haven't tried putty in your van or vehicle, try it, because our plants don't move. Nothing moves. It just stays. It's really cool. We are talking to you guys right now. We're at the United Tiny House Festival. Prior to coming here, amidst the ever-changing world that we live in right now, we've been talking about doing homesteading and having a place where we can grow our own food and build our own house and all these things. And then after coming here, the community and the people and the passion that everyone shares through this lifestyle just made us want to stay even more. So our time frame of doing this, I don't think, is ending anytime soon.
No, certainly not. But it's definitely like, it's open-ended. Like, we could do this for 10 years, or we could do this for, 2 more months. Or we don't really know. We're just loving it. Whatever's working for us.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. It's a old Dodge Sprinter van. It's a Mercedes in disguise. I love it. It's a diesel inline 5. It's really good gas mileage, very efficient, very reliable if you take care of it. It was an old air conditioning van, and so it had an old ladder rack on it. So I just went ahead and put 2x6 spruce pines up there, and we mounted our solar panels and everything right there on top of the deck. I actually weighed every board before it went up there, so I didn't exceed the weight capacity on top of the van, which mainly has to do with center of gravity while you're cornering. This is our outdoor shower right here. We just hook it right there, and we have this wooden shower grate. Just stand here and take a shower. Since it's so close to the hot water heater, it heats up instantly, and I think it's really hot. So we can open up this side door right here, and then just run a shower curtain from here to here and have a lot more privacy. We just want to get on the road and make awesome friends and spread love in the world.
Yeah.
Definitely, we're happiest when we live for something bigger than ourselves, for sure.
And to be the change that you actually do want to see in the world, to choose a lifestyle that allows freedom of passion, of community, and really being able to be around everything that makes you happy. There's no space in a tiny place to have things that don't make you happy, because you will inevitably get rid of it and fill it with something that actually brings you joy. And I think that is the best part of this. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your interest in a lifestyle that is so different yet becoming so common. And do what your heart wants, because in the end, that is all that matters.
We'll see you on the road.
Van life!